Hey guys and gals, it's Jim here, and I'm going to be doing a couple videos, pretty much the same model, some differences in both of them though. These are 3D printed models. This is the first version. The next one will be the second version. There's going to be differences in the side panel, the wings, as far as the framework goes. Um, this one was the first run. They weren't quite correct or accurate enough, so the gentleman did a second run on it and corrected everything as far as the right framework and everything around them. But it's still a pretty accurate model. It's got all the details as a Bandai kit would have and everything. It roughly consists of about 14 or 15 pieces. You got each wing and that. You got your fuselage, you got your bomb bay, you got your centerpiece, and you got the front piece here with the window frame. You got the front piece here. You got your bomb chute. You got your two rear engine parts, and you got a floor, a seat, and the control deal, the steering, whatever with the pilot, and then there's also the pilot figure in there and stuff. So I think it's about 14 or 15 pieces pretty much. So, but this is a 3D print. It's pretty close to 1/72, if not exactly right spot on, and everything. So, like I says, it's got all the details of Bandai kit and everything. So we'll take a little bit what I did assemble it. I assembled it. I used Loctite 5-minute epoxy, the two parts. In the tube, just squeeze the handle and the drops come out each side. I felt better with that than I did with, say, a super glue or something like that, because that does get brittle after time and parts could break off. And another thing to strengthen it up, being that this everything hangs off the centerpiece, I took and I drilled for 3/16 brass tubing to go through from one side to the other. There's some little lineup holes besides the hole that he puts in there to run wires through from one side to the other. So what I did, I took and drilled through this piece, and all that. You got a lot of filing and trimming and sanding and stuff to do to get this piece to fit right with the fuselage parts and everything. But I wanted to reinforce it, and then I did the same thing in the sides here. I went into this area here and drilled it out for brass tubing, and then I drilled out the wing part for brass tubing. So that way, when I glued everything, it's got a lot of nice up and down in case it ever gets bumped. Nothing will break off. It's got a lot of reinforcement as far as brass tubing in there goes. Um, so pretty much I built it just like a Bandai kit, painted it all black, then masked off my panels and did my gray and everything. I did make a inner wall in the cockpit, and that you can see it back there. Otherwise, it was straight shot back, and you would have seen the LED that I got lighting up my engines in the back. So I made a little wall, and I added some little sheet styrene, little squares and rectangles, some little real small fine round styrene pieces, and kind of made like gave it look like it had some panels and stuff, control panels going on back there. I used an LED. I mounted it just like I did in my um, TIE fighters and everything. I got it mounted down below, so it lights it up pretty nice in there. This one I didn't put in front of the pilot. I put it in back of the seat and everything. So I don't know if you'll be able to pick it up or anything like that. But and then the wires that I ran from the center down through, I ran them down and then along the floor in there, so that way they would be out of the way. You wouldn't see no wires in there or nothing like that. Um, the back of it, I got two red LEDs, and I just got fiber optics. He does 3D print with holes, and you could fit 1 millimeter fibers in there and stuff. You blossom the ends of them, and they look pretty decent and stuff, just like that. So, and I just canopy glued the fibers in there so they would never fall out and everything. But they fit pretty snug, and also weathering. I just did the normal weathering, some streaking and stuff, things like that. Um, I did a little bit of rust in certain areas. I got like where there's mechanical, looks like there's a lot of greebles and stuff. I did a little bit heavier with the Tamiya powders and stuff like that to bring out the detail. I did some chipping effects on the front. You know, it's got a big flat surface there, so I thought the chipping would look good. Now this particular one, as you can see, I did do clear sheet styrene for the windows, cut out a bunch of triangles and then fitted each one. And then once I got them all cut to size, I just used canopy glue on the edges real sparingly and glued them all in there and stuff like that. So, and as far as my base, I wanted to kind of this was in the Empire Strikes Back, and it was like there wasn't a whole lot of parts of the movie where this was shown. So but it was basically the part where it was they were chasing the Millennium Falcon through the asteroid field and stuff. So I kind of wanted to do an asteroid looking base. So what I did my plaster as usual, created my craters, did a little bit of hillside with sheet styrene, then I put some rock castings in there. I used my brown bellis that I use on my ATST, but it's kind of too brown. I wanted more like that irony, reddish, blackish look to it. So what I did, I went over just with a real big, like almost like a makeup brush, for like when women put their makeup on their cheeks and stuff. One of them big brushes, soft bristles. And what I did, I took my pastels, my rust colors, couple different oranges, dark one and a lighter one, and I went just randomly different areas and splashed on some rust color to make the brown not so brown and everything. And once I got that done, I sprayed it with some clear testers, dull coat, and then I went back in different areas to darken it up a little bit with some just some black pastel chalk and stuff, and just blotted it on here and there, and someplace a little heavier than others. So it gave me that kind of irony, asteroid looking, kind of look, burnt iron, stuff like that kind of deal and stuff. So real happy with the way it came out. I just running this off of a 9-volt battery and everything like that. So thought I'd do a little bit different shaped base, like an octagon instead of a square or something like that. So, but I'm happy with the way it turned out. This is my first, you could call it garage kit, aftermarket kit. 3D printed. It's basically like working with a resin kit. There's some filing to do to smooth out some surfaces from the print and things like that to get parts to fit flush, but it's not really that bad. One thing on this kit too, I was almost going to start doing a whole bunch of sanding. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but you see up along the crease where the wing, the angled wing comes off the center part of it. There's a bunch of little nubs sticking off of there. Those are supposed to be there. I downloaded some pictures of studio scale model replicas, and I was about ready to start taking my X-Acto and trimming those and starting to sand them smooth. And before I did, I looked at the pictures like, oh wow, those are supposed to be there. So the guy's he's got all the detail and everything in here and stuff. It's real nice and fine. The panel lines are printed in there fairly good. So I didn't really do a wash. I highlighted some of them with my mechanical pencil just to darken them up a bit. But other than that, I didn't do any kind of wash on it. Like I said, I did some streaking and stuff like that. With some of the Tamiya powders and all that. But other than that, I'm real happy with the way it turned out and all that. And it's a pretty cool model. And let me get up there, and as you can see with my hand up there, it is a pretty decent sized model. It's kind of like the TIE Fighter or the TIE Advanced on steroids. This is the bomb bay. This is actually the bomb chute where they drop the bombs from and stuff like that. So funny thing, when I was looking at one of the studio scale, high end replica builds, the guy that built it, I don't know, I didn't see it anywhere on YouTube or nothing like that, but in the pictures I found on Google when I did a search for studio scale replicas and stuff. The guy did the bomb chute upside down, this bottom piece. On this model, it's all one piece. Oh, this is a piece here you got to work a little bit on fitting and everything like that. So to get a nice, good, solid joint and stuff. But other than that, everything else went together pretty easily and stuff like that. So that's gonna do it for this one and all that. And another shot from above. I give it a shot with the base and everything, the diorama base. And also, yeah, I'm happy with the way it turned out. You can get this model kit on Etsy and that, and it goes for $55. And I forgot I think it was free shipping or whatever, but yeah, you can find it on Etsy. Just go on Etsy and do a search for 3D printed TIE bomber, and the guy also on Etsy, he sells files if you want to 3D print your own, if you're into 3D printing and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it was fun to build and everything. I'm happy with the way it turned out. And the next one that I'll show you, like I said, this is version 1. It doesn't have the correct framework on the wings like it should, but it's still a decent model. I'm happy with it. It's still presentable. It looks pretty cool and everything. And you know, who knows? You know, maybe in the Star Wars universe, maybe there were different versions of the TIE bomber. You know, as it progressed into you know, what you saw on screen and everything like that. So. We're gonna call this video done, and then I'm gonna be popping up. I'll be uploading this one, and in a little while I'll do a video on the second version with the corrected wings and all that, and you'll see the difference as soon as I show it to you and stuff like that. So, thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks to all my new subscribers. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for the great comments you guys been leaving me. And all that. I did my Batmobile, my 1989 Michael Keaton Batmobile this morning. I installed the headlight LEDs and all that. I'm waiting for a couple other parts, different body parts, the accessories, the tailpipes, the turbine cover, different things to dry and all that before I start doing any more work on that. Then I got the dashboard, the instrument panel to work on, building a housing for an LED to fit back there and stuff like that to light up the dashboard. So we'll be working at little by little this week each day. So till the next time, everybody take care. Everybody stay safe. Happy holidays to everybody. It's getting closer to Christmas. Hopefully Santa's going to be good to everybody, and everybody's been good during the year, so they get something nice from Santa. And we'll talk to you soon with the next video shortly. Bye.